Hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the UAG civilian case that you see here in front of you for my Samsung Galaxy S22. Now they do make this for the Plus and Ultra as well, so if you are interested in purchasing this case after watching this video, I will put my Amazon affiliate links down in the description. So this case comes in around $49 with Prime shipping, just FYI. The other ones currently are about 10 bucks cheaper. So for whatever reason, the olive color that we have here is just a tad bit more. So let's go ahead and take a real quick peek at the actual packaging. So clear front, as you can see, where you can see the phone, UAG branding there, 20 feet drop protection there, guys. So 6 meters, that is insane. It does say civilian for the S22 5G and designed for Samsung. Just some jargon on each side here. And then a breakdown a little bit, picture of the case there, broken down, hyper crush, which I'll talk about here in just a bit, a bunch of different stuff, and also a limited lifetime warranty. So the way to get it out is pretty dang simple. You literally just lift that up and that reveals our awesome, beautiful looking case. So let's get this bad boy out here. And there's the front of it, or excuse me, the back of it. But we'll talk more about that once I actually have it on the phone. But let's flip it over and look at what's going on inside. So this, like I said, has hyper crush technology in here, which as you can see, it just looks insane with like these cool hexagonal patterns in there, UAG branding there, military standard information there, just a rugged interior. So this hyper crush technology is essentially just going to be acting as little airbags, if you will, all over the inside of your case. And so in the event of a drop with the phone inside of it, it's going to help dissipate the energy away, disperse it away from the phone, and hopefully help prevent a break. But just super, super ruggedness going on there, orange, black, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and grab my S22 here. And one thing I will say after using this case for a few days, guys, is I definitely recommend starting on the button side here, but it is a hard case to get on. It's not a bad thing, but you really just need to make sure you push those corners in good. It snaps in very nice and tight, but it is very snug once it's on. Like you just don't really pull it away from the phone. So that's something I wanted to point out because in my testing with it, I actually really enjoyed how tough it was to put on, but once it's on, it is on. So here's the back of the phone case, and this thing looks sick. I love this color. I'm always a fan of like the olive greens and the different green color cases. Just very much reminds me of like the military green colors. But with the civilian case, I really like what they did with this green and black combination here. Obviously, it says Urban Armor Gear right there. So you got the branding there, very simplified. You got the cool little rugged little indentions and stuff like that there. So it just looks really, really cool. With the camera bump here, I actually kind of like what they did here. So even though it's a pill-shaped cutout that just goes around the actual lenses, it does kind of mimic a little bit of the camera design that I've always loved. And then I do like that there is a dedicated cutout for the flash as well. But I just like how they outlined it all in black. So it just kind of gives it a little bit different look than some of the other cases that I've reviewed. So definitely like different. But there is the back. Now let's flip it over to the sides and see what's going on here. So the back is a polycarbonate and then the sides are TPU. And then of course you got the hyper crush inside. So it's kind of a triple layer of protection. But with the sides here, like I said, it's this black TPU material. Feels pretty good. Has a nice little texture to it. With the buttons here, obviously that's the power button with the little lines there, and then our volume up and down buttons as well. But they're not exactly raised, but you can see what I'm talking about. They're kind of flush, but then a little bit raised. So they're not like individualized, like little clicky buttons. But obviously we'll see how tactile they are in my clicky button test. But the point is that's the way they look there. And then moving down to the bottom here, as you can see, we have a nice little generous cutout there for the USB-C port and the mic and the speakers. And I do like how they do this too, where it's just kind of recessed in there a little bit, almost exactly like the lenses, which I didn't show y'all, but obviously you can see that the lenses are very well protected. But I do like how they do that here at the bottom. And on this side here, there's nothing, but we do have our UAG branding there, which I do really like. And then at the top here, we do have a circular cutout that's outlined in orange for the mic up top. Now looking at the front here, as you can see guys, there is no mistake. There is very bright orange kind of lips and corners here at the front. As you can see, you do have some really good raised lips around the front of the actual phone. So definitely getting some great screen protection. You can definitely see how it looks there. But then that's the look of the front of the phone. And as I said, it is very bright. In my personal opinion, I do prefer if it was all black. I don't mind the orange, but I don't like it either. I prefer something a little bit less flashy, but something that my wife was pointing out is something for like women who maybe lose their phone in their purse. They usually prefer something that's a little bit brighter on the front, or maybe something white or something like that. So when they're digging in their purse, they can actually see it. But obviously I'm not rocking a purse, guys, so this is just my pocket, so I know where it's at. But that's the look of the front, like I said. That's the look of the kind of cutout there, so I do like how it looks there. And as you can see, it is tempered glass friendly as well. So once again, the front, there's the back. So now let's go ahead and do my quick wobble test here. So I'm going to put it back down first, and let's see. So there is no shake at all. So with that back, even though it is kind of got some lips around that camera lens, it is very flat, as you can see, which is very welcomed. And then if you do put it face down, there is no shake at all. So definitely, if you are a fan of non-wobbly cases, this is a go. Now next, let's go ahead and do the clicky button test. So I'm going to start with the power button, and then I'll do the volume up and down. I'm going to put it a little bit closer to my mic so that way you can hear it a little bit better, but I'll put across the screen what it is. So let's start with the power button first. And volume up and down. Okay, so the buttons are very clicky. So even though they have an odd shape a little bit to them, as you can see there, not exactly raised, but they're kind of molded in and all that. They are very tactile. So, and actually not that hard to find either when I'm holding it in my hand. I definitely do like how they've made them, but something just about them makes me scream that I want the other style over this, but this is different and I like it, and I'm not gonna be too much bashing it. So now, last but not least, let's check and see how wirelessly compatible it is. So I have a Qi wireless charger here that's a MagSafe charger as well, but it will, if I slap it on here, be able to pick up on my phone, and there we go. So that's the problem with this small charger. It's just hard to find it sometimes. But as you can see there, it is definitely Qi wireless charging through this case. So even though it's got all those layers, it's definitely Qi wireless charging compatible. There is no magnets or anything built in. So you definitely aren't going to be able to use like, magnet phone accessories or car accessories in your vehicle for this case, unless you put something inside of it. But just something to point out. And I have been able to do Google Pay and Samsung Pay with no issues. So all in all, guys, this case is actually a really great case. I've been a huge fan of UAG cases for probably close to 10 years now. I've always actually liked the civilian case when those started coming out. Usually I'm a big fan of their Pathfinder cases as well, which I will be dropping some reviews of those pretty soon as well. But with the civilian case, I just really like this color. I like the way it feels in my hand. Even though it is a bulky case with great protection and drop protection, it is very slim still as well. So it does feel fantastic in the hand. I do like the feel of it. Obviously, there is no fingerprint issues or smudge issues with this type of back. Very easy to get in and out of your pocket as well. So definitely a go for this phone case. So if you are a fan of UAG, definitely check out my description down below. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe and ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe. God bless. I'll see you on the next one.